Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, I wasn't with you last week, but I'm here this week with you here at Catherine's Garden and Home. And I am now still back in my Zone 6 garden here in the Northeast. And here the weather is kind of cool. As you can tell, I have on my coat and my little jacket inside, along with my hat, because it is cool out here in the Northeast. It's like 51 degrees. So even though this is late April, yeah, the last week in April, it is still very cold. It's not freezing temperatures. We haven't experienced any freezing temperatures, but we are still not where we need to be so that we can get really going on growing things and being out there in the garden as far as working. Right now, here in my garden, I could feel a cool breeze. I could feel a cool breeze, and so I might end up putting my hood on just to protect my ears. But it is still nice to be outside in the sunshine. Earlier, I thought it was going to be a real cloudy day, but the sun did come out and is still shining, so it's making it very pleasant to be here with you today. So again, my name is Catherine, and you're here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Hey, Monica, how are you? Yeah, and this is my urban cottage garden. I like the naturalistic feel and the urban cottage garden look. So I like a full garden, and I also like it though with grass. We have grassy parts, but then we have different beds and borders where we like to fill up everything. You're doing well? That's good. That's good, Monica. Monica, you're first. You're number one. You're number one. That's wonderful. And so right now, um, going through the process of winter into early spring and now into mid-April, well, the end of April, into what I think May really for us is springtime, when you really get the fullness of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the tulips and um, the alliums, and a lot of the early spring perennials are showing up. A lot of leaf, different leaf structures and design that way. And you could see the garden clearly too, also. But then also there's a lot of work and cleanup still to be done because it's been so cool and damp that I don't really want to be outside that much. But hello, Yami. How are you? How are you? So good to see you. Let me put on my glasses so I can see what you're saying. It's so nice. Now I can see better. Got stuck in a commercial. Oh no. Good to see you though, Yami. How are you? How's everything going for you? I hope everything is well, and so good to have you here. Yes, so good to have you here with us. Well, last week I wasn't with you. I wasn't able to meet with you, but I think that it's very rare that we don't have our coming together sessions, our growing together sessions. And last week was glad to be here. Good. Last week I think is the first one that I missed for this 2023 growing together session. Yeah, and you know that I love the garden and I love meeting with you all. So, we will definitely try to stay consistent and continue to share what's happening in my garden. Well, there's so much that has gone on. By the way, I am in the city, and someone's car horn keeps coming on and off. What is that? Now when I'm trying to have my show, this car is just and the dogs are barking and everything is going on, but it's okay. Anyway, I'm glad that you're here too with me, where we grow, 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 grow together. And just overall, it is still amazing how nature still goes on with the show. Because right now the trees are leafing out. Even though it's cold and damp, the temperature is not necessarily the best. The trees are still starting now to leaf out. They're creating those little, with the maple trees, they have the little airplanes, we used to call them the seed pods. They're out on the tree and it looks really pretty. Also, my oak tree, the male tree, has its kind of fronds on it. Hello, Sonia, how are you? Hello, Catherine and Chad, how are you? And so the nature is just going on with it. It doesn't matter. It hasn't been very wet here in my area. So the plantings are not as big. Everything is growing so slow. Yes, Monica, that's what I see too. Great, thank you. That's good, Sonia. I think all the rain went to California, where Sonia is. She got all of our rain here. We didn't get our rain and our wet season. But you know, California's been so dry, so we are happy for you over there. I hope you're getting some of that rain too, Sonia. Not flood, but rain. But it's so good to see everybody. And you know, even though it may not exactly be as how I would want it to be, because last year was a different year. I think, yes, we need the rain. Yes. I think that the the realization that each and every season is different, that each and every season is going to have its own ups and downs. Well, so far, this season has had a lot of ups and downs. And one of the downs that I've experienced. We are having rain with sunshine right now. Well, good for you. I think our rain is coming tomorrow, and then later on next week we will be getting the rain. So on that note, um, I just I've been pulling out and looking at my seeds, and as you know, I have a lot of seeds here. And what seeds do I want to direct sow? So it is important for me to really get that area cleaned up, which I've been working on, but it's been slow. And I don't know. I did plant some of the microgreens seeds that I saved last year in some containers that I have there, and they are starting to leaf out to get their second leaves. But this is a good thing to do. If you have any of these microgreen seeds, this is a good time to seed them out and get that spring salad mix. And I have here the mild mix and the hot mix. So I'm going to be setting up the bed over by the kitchen garden area just to do that. And right now also, the kale that I have, my curly kale, is starting to flower. I was listening to this guy, Richardson, I think his name is Hugh Richards, and he is in England or London area, the UK, and he talked about that the kale flowers are edible, and so I decided to sample some of the kale flowers, and it does taste good. It has like a crunchy bite, but it's sweet. The leaves are much more sweeter there than the leaves lower down on the and I also scattered some of these seeds underneath it, and they are coming up as well. And also my chives that I planted last year are starting to get the chive flower. Yeah, I can see the bud, for the chive flower. So that is encouraging as well, as far as food and planting food. And I still inspired to do that. Now, my local garden center where I get some plants, what they had available for me was the herbs. Look at that. I was able to get some fresh spearmint. Spearmint, and I picked up a rosemary, and I love this. I got a pineapple mint. I actually got two of the pineapple mints, and I planted one out already in a pot. But yeah, isn't that good? And it smells really good. What I'm thinking of doing, because mint is roots really easily, I'm thinking of actually clipping off like this one here and putting it in some water to see if I can create some more plants. Yeah, pineapple mint. Isn't it pretty? I just like how it looks. I mean, it smells good too, but I like how it looks. And of course, this spearmint grows really fast as well. Along with this spearmint, I have peppermint, and my peppermint is coming back from last year. It's in the ground. Yeah, everybody's out right now. Is that something? Anyway, um, so it was good. So that's the up note. That's the good thing that I had to share with you all is that the different mints or herbs are available now. So I picked these up, and I'm going to add them to the garden as soon as I get myself organized, that area organized. Um, I'm going to definitely plant them in. Then I do have a lot of my cold weather plants that I need to seed as well. Like, for example, the Swiss chard, and some of my others like sage. Um, Now the cabbage, this cabbage did really well, Erlina, and I have this, and I actually um, early sowed it in my little greenhouse, and it is now growing really, really well. Soon I'm going to need to pot it up. But yes, so if you have cabbage, you can um, seed out your cabbage. Let's see. The margarine. Oh yeah, this is growing really well too. The sage. I have mustard. The cilantro. My cilantro is growing also. And the oregano. I got oregano. So they're doing well. The plants, some of them are doing well, but I also have had some setbacks, and I'm going to share with you all my setbacks with my winter bottle sowing. But I wanted to just talk about the good stuff first. I planted in these seeds from Baker Creek, but they're taking a long time to come with the winter sowing. But thankfully, I saved some of the seeds, so I'm going to try it again when the weather is warmer. I'm going to try to sow some more of those seeds and see what I get. But what has made me happy is to know that my garden center is now open, and that they are starting to um, display their different herbs and some of the vegetables, but not a lot of vegetables. I think they're feeling it too. They realize that it's still cold, and many of the plants that they have them in a protective cover, so that they won't get the full breeze. Oh, my ears are starting to feel cold. And so that's pretty good. To see that I'm not too late. I think that's my point. I'm not too late with this gardening here in my little Northeast Zone 6 city garden. Um, I did go to Home Depot. Did you see my Home Depot little run, my visit to Home Depot? And we were able to get the mulch and some dirt, some potting soil, and so forth. That was so exciting. I just had to share it right away. Um, I looked and I saw a lot of the shrubs. They had shrubs that were available. I didn't publish that piece, but I did take a little video on the shrubs and things that are there at Home Depot. But what I was excited to see was the different rose bushes that they offer, the different rose plants. It's really, really nice because my rose bushes, my rose plants did not fare well at all. I don't know what happened. There must have been a cold snap that came and wiped a lot of them out. So I'm going to do a video though of yeah, it's really bad, Sonia. My my Eden climbing rose, I have had to cut it right down. And if I were to show you, you'd be so amazed at what would have been the growth, the canes and so forth. I had to cut it right down, boom. And so I'm going to videotape it because I did. Oh, gardens are me. Hello, Bev. You're in the house. That's nice. How are you? Yeah. How are you doing, Bev? So good to see you in the chat. Yeah. So I've been cutting back my rose bushes and just surveying the damage done. But I am still hopeful because a lot of them are now shooting up from the root, the base. I'm getting some new leaves and life on them, but um, but for my climbers, my old-fashioned climbers, um, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what's up with them. But it's a lot. You're doing well. That's good. That's good. That's good. Um, Yeah, and you know what? The knockout roses, I was just so surprised at how hard the knockout roses experienced the cold snap. Um, my Ragosa roses did much better. They're coming back and leafing out and doing really well. And I guess it's because they are on their own root. There's the difference between the bare root and roses that grow on their own natural root. They're not grafted. Grafted and roots and plants that are on roses that are on their own um, root system. And those that have their own natural root system, they come back. Even if there is a cold snap, they respond and come back anyway, because they're coming back from the root. Whereas grafted roses, they tend to suffer because they're grafted on, right? So the root system at the bottom is a different rose bush. Um, and so you may not get, if it does grow back from the root, it might not be true to form. It may be the mother, a parent plant that's supporting the grafted piece that you will receive back. But all in good, all in good stead. But as I said, I was so happy to go to Home Depot and see all those roses on sale. So sometime this next week, I'm going to go to the big box stores, either Home Depot or Lowe's and look at what they have available. Also, Costco. I'm thinking of going to Costco to see what they have available, because right now for Mother's Day, they tend to have a lot of flowers and plants and rose bushes and things like that for Mother's Day. So, all is not lost with the roses and the shrubs. I've already put in my request to my son. I told him that I want some rose bushes. I want, um, so we'll see what he's able to come up with, if he does. Remember that I know he'll come up with a plant, but which plant, we'll have to wait and see. Um, but yeah, so that is it with the upside and the downside of the times and with the rose bushes. Um, but I wanted to show you, I'm not going to keep you long because it is a little chilly, but I wanted to show you what has happened with my bottle sowing. So this is the joy, my herbs to add to my herbal tea garden and kitchen garden. That's the joy. Now here is the reveal of the up and the down. So let's look. So I planted oregano, and I planted these seeds in February 9th. And I did get some beautiful seedlings here. But, however, something happened. You remember those hot days that we had in, I think it was in March? And what it was very, very hot, like 82 degrees. Well, that 82-degree weather, it did it in for a lot of my plants. Let me show you. So I will open them up and we'll take a look and see what we've got here. So here is the oregano, and you can see this part here that's brown. It seems like the sun burned and scorched it scorched my little seedlings. And you can see but some of them survived the scorching. Do you see that? Yeah. So my bottle sowing, I'm going to have to take these out, the ones that are surviving, and transplant them into different plants. So this is not too bad. This one's okay. But look at this. As far as those that got scorched. But on the other hand, this is my Oriental poppy that I had planted at the same time. And I want to show you what happened to it. And it was so green and doing so well. And that one hot day, I guess the sun was just too much for it. And you know what I did? Because I knew it was hot, I decided that I would, what I would do, it was so hot, I decided that I would just take off the cap and so that the air could go in. And this is what happened to the poppies. Isn't that terrible? They were growing so well and green. I was getting excited because I was about to pot them up. I said, oh, in a few days, I'm going to be popping them up. Hey, Deborah, how are you? And look what happened to my Oriental poppy that was doing so well. Nothing but scorched leaves, and they've just dried out to nothing. But that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. My lupin really hurt my heart because my lupin was looking so good. And the problem is that I only bought one pack of lupin, and so I was so disappointed when I saw how, and this was in February too. Look at what happened to the lupin, and it grew moss. Look at that. Look at that. That one day of heat, it destroyed my lupin. Oh, yours never grew. Yours. Oh, sorry. My Cleome, the same thing happened. Look at this. Oh yes, I'm gonna do some replanting for some of the things. Um, I'm gonna see if I can get some lupin seeds, and it might not be too late. Now, here's a good note. After all of that sadness, let's add some joy. This is the sage. This one survived. And you know why the sage survived? Because for some reason it was tucked behind and it didn't get the full force of the sun, so that the sage leaves, it didn't burn. If I had known, even just to have shifted them and taken them out of the sun, I would have still had my plants. But that's a lesson learned. And this sage was the broadleaf sage. And this is a win. Look at that. Hey, Beverly, or Betty. Hi, Betty. How are you? Isn't that beautiful? Broadleaf sage. Broadleaf sage. Isn't that nice? I'm going to pot these up. And at least I got something. So all is not lost. Something. And it's an herb. So it's good. I'm going to add it with the herbs that I have here. I'm going to pot them up. And what is this one? This one is thyme. Thyme. And I got a little of the thyme. So I only have a few of the thyme plants. Look at that. That was the thyme. So so the lessons learned. This is balm dragon head, and it had come up, but it too had burned. But anyway, some of these I still have seeds, so I'll be able to plant them up. Some of these I'll be able to plant them up, and all is not lost. But then some of them, of course, as you could see, that's that. But then I also have some plants, let me get them for you, that are in my little greenhouse that I had that came up and are looking really, really good. Um, I'm going to show them to you here. So I had grown these in this container here in the greenhouse. This is my forget-me-nots, and I'm going to have to transplant these. But what I am really excited about is my cabbage. Let me show you the cabbage. You remember the cabbage seeds that I showed you? Well, this is the cabbage. Now, doesn't that look good? My cabbage. This is Erlina, and I planted this in March 21st, and I put it in my little greenhouse, and they look great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pot them up. I have the pots, and I have the soil. Let me... So I have these pots here from before. I'm going to pot them up, and I have the soil, and I'm going to pot them sometime, and hopefully I'll be able to share that with you all. Well, it will take a little bit of time for that, for it to head. Um, and then I have snapdragons. Here's my snapdragons are in here. One second. I have snapdragons here. I don't know if you can see that. I believe what had happened was when I was watering the plants that the seeds somehow just moved to a corner there. And I have one other. I have cilantro. I have cilantro in this one here too. So, the weather was not really agreeable. However, I believe that for May, everything's going to be just a little bit later than usual. I think like I'm about a week maybe or two below, um, oh, in delay in time. But look at this cilantro. They are so pretty. See the cilantro? The little seedlings? Aren't they pretty? So I'm happy for what I do have, and I also have. This is my amaranth. Amaranth, yeah, and they are leafing up too. So it's not all is not lost. But yet it could have been better. I really was looking forward to the lupin and the poppy to add to the garden. So I was a little disappointed with that. But other than that, the garden is looking good. Yeah. Um, can you see? Yes, you can. Good. The garden is looking pretty good. Things are coming together, and as I said, the trees. If you take a look at the trees, that that is a maple tree. It's starting to get those little things on it. And yeah, that is really what is inspiring Sonia. The fact that it's so nice and green, and things are just the ground covers are looking good, and the tulips are now what is being showcased in the garden. Let me see if I can give you a quick little. Do you want to have a little rough walkabout? Would you want to walk about with me? It's going to be kind of rough as usual. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do like. I said, if you made the chance, took the time to come and join me, that you would love to see a little walkabout. Okay, oh, here's the aerial view, all right, of what everything looks like. It's kind of like an aerial view of the garden. All right. I love when you video in the morning and we get to hear the birds in the garden. Yes, I enjoy that too, Monica, because the garden, everything is so quiet and people are, asleep, and I'm able to just think, and to think about and meditate. Let me see if I can You're gonna hear a lot of noise. Okay, let me see what I can do. Are you ready? Um, all right, let's see. I'm going to cover it up a little bit so I can get down the stairs safely. All right? You ready? Okay, good. So you're going to get red. I'm still here. All is well. So serene. Thank you. Okay, here we go. We made it. All right. So we're down in the garden. And you see my tulips. These tulips I planted last year. The tulips. And look at how nice they look. Yeah. I like these types of tulips. They're like Darwin tulips. They're very, very easy to grow, I think. My husband, he likes to get the annuals out. He couldn't help himself. He saw that they had the impatiens there, and what did he do? But here's a close-up of the tulips, in different colors. Thank you, Darlene. How are you? Good to have you come and join us. Yeah, I had these tulips. I'm like, where am I gonna plant these tulips? These yellow tulips, and I just said, let me just put them down here by the bird bath. And I'm glad that I just did that. I'm glad that I planted them in here by the bird bath. And then reds. Some people don't like red tulips, but I don't have a problem with red tulips. I love red tulips because they show up in the garden. Some people they don't like red tulips, but I love red tulips, and because I have so much green in my garden, the red just pops, and you don't really need a whole lot of red tulips. You just need enough, like in that back garden right there in that back bed. Some of those tulips have perennialized and come back on their own, and so, like last year, some of them just had leaves, and because they were able to soak up the sun and to gain strength in their leaves, they're now able to flower. And this year, I'm getting the flower. Do you love them all too, Bev? Yeah. So, and then the yellow over there. I don't know if you see the yellow one over there. Let's see. I don't want to go too far in. But I do love the different perennials. Now, isn't this pretty? The pink. This pink is so pretty. Now, some of these pink are from last year, and some of them are new. Yeah. And then these here, these are more like the Angelica kind of tulips. They're almost like peonies, have that kind of peony shape to them. Yeah. Okay, and then when I was talking about the rose bushes, let me just show you something. See this rose bush? This rose bush is a rugosa rose bush, and look how good it looks. it did not suffer at all. But look at my, but look at my, there we go. I'm back. We connected. I was pushing it. I was pushing it. I was pushing it. And it said, oh no, we're not going to have this Wi Fi. But anyway, so this is what I look like here. Hey, Yankee sister, how you doing? I was just showing my failures with my bottle sewing. This is the loop in. That's how it turned out. They got burnt. And you said you experienced the same thing. And then my cabbage. Look at that. So there's successes and there are failures. But what I did learn was that on the sunny days, and especially hot days, when it's like that, to make sure that you shade your plantings. So it's the lessons learned. But I am not discouraged, and it's not too late. Hey, Lynette, how are you? Yeah, so that's what I wanted to show you all. And the little walkabout. I hope you enjoyed the little walkabout, even though um, I lost you for a little bit there. But you get to see what I'm doing. And I just have my little setup here on the deck. It is cold, and it's still cold. So that is why I am so bundled up here. But the garden is still beautiful. And in my far corner over there, lessons learned for me too. Love you. Yeah. Lessons learned. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? I was busy showing everybody everything that I didn't get to say hello. Who came on? So Yankee Sister's here. Lynette is here. Bev. Hi, Bev. Deborah's here. Monica, of course, and Sonia. And Yami. All of you. I hope that you all are doing well. Did I miss anybody? I hope that you all are doing well. Yeah, it's so good to have you all in the chat. I did miss you last week. I wasn't able to meet up with you, and it did affect me. You know that? I missed you all. Um, but I'm glad that we are able to be together here today. And it is cold. It's chilly. The breeze is blowing, but the sun. You did. You miss me, Sonia. The sun is brighter. If it was damp, I don't know if I would have been able to be out here. But the little sun is good. The sun's setting, and it just makes the garden look more greener. I love spring. I love the freshness. You miss me too? Bev? Oh, thank you. Yeah. As we continue to grow together. Excuse me. Oh, I wanted to show you something. When I was telling you about my rose bush, I'm going to have to take the rest of it down, but check this out. Uh-oh. Orientation. Sorry. You see that? Excuse me. That's my Eden climbing rose that I had up on the deck here. The Eden climbing rose. I had to cut it down because it dried right out. Look at that. Look at that. And but you know what? I said to myself, that is okay because it will come back, but it's going to take some time for it to come back. By next year and the year after, it would have rejuvenated itself, and it will come back even better because it happened before. If it didn't happen before, I think I would have been um, very, very, disappointed, even though I am, because that's one of the highlights in June are my roses, and especially my Eden climbing rose and my Cornelia rose, climbing rose. But then, as I said, I went to Home Depot and I saw a lot of those roses there, which made me feel very encouraged. I think I'm going to go back and check to see what they have available. Maybe pick up a couple of those climbing roses and maybe add some new roses to the garden. We'll see. We'll see. Or just keep it very naturalistic. See what I can grow from seed. I actually also bought some wild seeds. Let me show you the back. Um, I bought, there's always room for roses. That's right, Jen. I got some of this, the wildflower mix, Pennington wildflower mix for hummingbirds and butterflies. And I threw this out also in the garden. I'm going to get another one. And last year I had planted some wildflower seeds too in the front bed. And it came out really nice. It was full, it was different, it was very naturalistic. So I think I'm going to get another bag of these seeds and just have a wild naturalistic garden. Um, and But it's not too bad. Um, Things are as they are, but um, a lot of good things are happening. So on Sun either Sunday or Monday, when I usually give my garden tours, you'll get a better view. You'll get a better view of what's happening in Catherine's garden and home, where we grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. What did you add to the seeds? Because mine did nothing. What do you mean, add to the seeds? I put, I have some that have not seeded yet, but a lot of them have. So I guess it depends on the seeds, Lynette. I guess it depends on the seeds. But for those of you who came late, I went to my garden center near where I live, and what did they have out? The herbs. I got myself some mint pineapple. Bev, mint pineapple for the tea, the herbal tea garden. Look at that. And I got rosemary, Bev, gardens are me. And I got another spearmint. Yay! So my herb garden, I'm going to have my herb garden, something to put in it. I'm happy about that. Well, yeah. So that's about it. I did plant my cannas and elephant ears. I put them in pots, and I'm going to get them started. Nothing has happened with the ginger, and everything is, it is what it is. But continue to come by and visit me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Love pineapple mint. Ha ha ha. Yes, me too. I got two of them. And I planted one out already. And you know what I think I'm going to do is cut some of these stems and put them in water and see if I can root some. You can root it to see if I can root um, the the stems and create more plants. Like for example, with this spearmint, if you cut it right here and then put it in water, it will gain roots. And then pot it up, and you'll have more plants that way. And spearmint and mints grow really, really fast. So then you'll have other plants to put in the garden. So that's what I'm thinking of doing with the spearmint. And I also have peppermint. My lemon balm is doing so fantastic in the garden. Um, it's just growing wild. It's just self-seeded all over the place. So there's a lot to look forward to. But this is the point. And then I'm going to bid you good day, my wonderful people. This is the point that even though, let me just set this up so I can. So this is the point. Even though things happen in your garden and during this gardening season, you're going to experience different things. Don't let it discourage you. And keep on moving forward. Keep on planting. Because we're just at the beginning of the season. And if you get weary, you know that saying that if don't get weary in well doing, because you'll reap if you continue to sow, if you don't faint. And so that's what it is. That's what I have done and told myself, to encourage myself to keep going with this, is not to get weary in this well-doing, because we still have a long growing season ahead. We've just begun, and we can't give up now. No, we have to keep on going, keep on going. Yeah, and so you look at the things that didn't work, and you try again. You know, you look for lessons learned, and you keep on going forward. Because when you keep on going, remember, this time in September and October, when you're reaping your harvest, you're going to be glad that you didn't quit, that you went and you sowed more seeds. You planted more pots. You put more effort into the garden. Yeah. And so when you get a harvest, you're going to be thankful that you didn't quit. Even though at the beginning here, in February, I thought I was going to be ahead with some of my beautiful flowers and, just perennials that I can enjoy. And look what happened. So, but it is to teach us patience, not to quit, and to keep on moving. That is still just the beginning, and we have so much more of the season ahead. And if bad comes to worse, all you have to do, save some of your change and buy yourself some starts. Keep on going. Buy yourself some starts. If you can't plant it by seed, go back to buying it by starts. And then divide and cut and propagate. Propagation, that's what I'm going to be working on. Propagating as well. So I hope that's a word of encouragement to all of my wonderful people, where we grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together. Come on, get up and dance with me, people. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. In Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, grow, Beverly. Grow, grow, Betty. Grow, grow, Deborah. Grow, grow, Yankee sister. Grow, grow, Yummy. Grow, grow, Yessie. Grow, grow, Sonia. As we grow, 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 grow together. Grow, grow, Monica. Monica was first today. She was first here. She came and met me. Grow, grow, Lana. Grow, grow, everyone. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right, in Catherine's garden and home. In Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, yeah. Grow, 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 grow. Grow, 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 grow. We don't have time to feel down. We don't have time to quit. No, for we're gonna grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Catherine's gone and home. Did I miss people? Who did I not say? Sonia, grow, grow, Sonia. If I didn't say your name, pop it up in the chat so that I can say, Francesca, grow, grow, loving seeing your sunshine. We are overcast and it's trying to rain. Hi, Francesca, grow, 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 grow. I'm so happy to be out here with you all. It's nice. You know, and I actually feel good because I'm dancing around, so it's not cold. Lynette, the wild seeds are good. I think you just need to um, probably put down some potting soil and kind of make sure that you prep the soil and then throw the seeds on lightly and then water them down. Wait for a rainy day and let Mother Nature water them in for you. And don't plant it too deep. Sonia, yeah. Yeah, Emmy. Yemi's playing the piano. Deborah, yeah. We're all dancing. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, grow. Beverly, Did I cover everybody? Jen, thank you so much. There's always room for roses. That's right, Jen. And I'm excited about trying out some new roses, some old roses. Hi, hey, Brooke. You know who's been having fun in her garden? Brooke, a vintage gardener. I've been enjoying your videos and seeing the different things and seeing your garden grow. And you know, Brooke has an Instagram page, and there she takes pictures of her flowers. She really puts a lot into the Instagram. So check her out in Instagram, the Vintage Gardener. Because I think you're gonna have a great year, Brooke. From what I can see, as far as your garden is concerned. The other person that I want to shout out to is Thelma, Yankee's sister. Yankee's sister did a really good video on her, getting to know her, and I wanted to put it in the chat. So I'm going to put it in the community, not the chat, the community page. So check that out too, okay? The community page, or check out Thelma's Yankee Sister Homestead's page. She has a lot of good work that she's doing. I'm so proud of Thelma and her gardening. Yeah, you all are doing fantastic. And your channels are going to just do well, just grow and blossom. Who else did I want to? Yes. Did I cover everybody? Darlene, yes, Darlene, how are you? Thank you so much, Darlene. Darlene is a faithful viewer as well. Thank you, Darlene, for coming and joining us here. And I'm going to, as I said, continue to give you my morning Saturday, Sunday mornings seem to be the good time to showcase the garden in its freshness in the morning with the birds and everything. And the place tends to be quiet. So look forward to seeing you then. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, whatever you like. Share it so that we can grow the channel. I need to get to 3,000 subscribers at least by the end of the year, if before that. So continue to stop in and watch the videos, hit the like button, and just share, and let people click it. And thank you so much. Thank you for your good effort. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Yes, thank you for your love, my gardening friends. You make me so happy. You see that I'm not feeling cold anymore? I took my hood down and everything. This is because I've been able to grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right, in Catherine's garden and home. Well, that is it. Sister Catherine has given us more than plenty to sow. Right, Sister? You're so good. Anyway, so that's it. I did my Monica, Catherine. Thank you, sweetness. My did my So that's my gardening, and that's what my garden looks like. And continue to have a good evening. Blessings on you all. And I will see you next time right here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, grow, grow together. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. May he fill you with joy. Stay blessed, everybody. Stay at peace. Let the shalom of our Creator God, the beauty of his garden and his handiwork, continue to cover you. Have a wonderful night, lovelies. God bless. Bye. I'm feeling blessed. Yay! Have a good one. Bye.